Okay, and then
You don't do it.
terrible, worst
Take the
ever,
claws
worst
off.
ever.
I don't want to take them off.
Okay, now you can put the claws back on for the remainder of the show.
Thank you.
It was just that beginning part that you
I
couldn't wear the
honestly,
claws
I could have
for.
done this.
So let me know there.
You.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, we have a on the Patreon available to everybody, not just Patreon members, to the free tier of membership.
Yeah. Well,
We
you have
have-
to make a Patreon account. You have to join as a free member, but we have a free.
It's like a 3-hour D&D episode for free on Patreon.
And if you don't have a Patreon account and you don't want to make one, you can pirate it.
I mean, yeah, you could do that.
You could
It is.
pirate
It
it.
is free.
It is
It is
free.
free.
So
It's
not
free,
really
so
even
it
piracy.
doesn't
So I don't
really
care
matter.
if you pirate it.
But
I mean, it's
the,
barely even piracy.
it's really
kind
not
of isn't.
piracy
Yeah,
at
it
all.
is.
It's,
It
like,
just
it's
is
like
free.
downloading a YouTube
But
video.
if I catch you,
Again, it's like not even.
But why
it
you're
is-
gonna
it's
kill
free.
them?
What are
I-
you
I'm
going to
gonna-
catch them doing what?
if I catch you pirating,
Watching-
I'm gonna get you with my claws.
But it's free.
And also
just
these-
let me fucking have something today.
These claws
I've
are
had the
plastic.
worst day in my life.
It's only
It
it's like
can't
10
be
a.m.
possible.
It's 10 a.m. I've had the worst
I've
day.
had the worst day of my
I
life.
know for a
today.
fact that you woke up, you came and you got a cheddar pepper biscuit, and then you walked in here.
How can that be the worst day ever?
You walked
a
in here, we
cheddar
moved-
pepper biscuit. That's
a
your
ch-
favorite, man.
A cheddar pepper biscuit, and then we moved some stuff, and that was the entire day.
Yeah, I know,
so
and it's
far.
the worst day of my life.
You
But
have lived a blessed life.
we have hella D&D episodes on the Patreon. If you listen to that and you like it, you can subscribe there, and we have quite a backlog for
Quite
you to
a
enjoy.
backlog.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Patrick's
Back
day.
to Patrick's
Yeah,
claws.
my day has been terrible.
Tell me about why it's been horrible, man.
I woke up at 8 and Mo either pooped or puked on the floor, and I was gonna sleep in today.
Could you not tell the difference between the poop and the puke?
Because it was green.
That can happen sometimes.
Because it was green, I
with
didn't know if
animals.
it was poop or puke
Mm.
because it was a green one and it was runny. So it's like, okay, puke is green, but sometimes poop is too. Why is that?
Why
Can
is
we
poop
have
green
if you're a
sometimes?
scientist, can you comment down below and let us know why poop and puke are both green?
Sometimes.
They both come from in your body. Your
Well,
stomach.
that settles it.
So
It's
they come
bile.
from the same place.
It must be
They do.
bile, right?
green.
green. Well,
I don't
let's
know.
see. Well, a baby's first poop in the world is green. That's
Yeah.
a fact,
Oh, that's
and
a
it's called
rule.
meconium.
Ew.
And that's the name for
It's
it.
like an element.
Yeah.
It's a
name.
special
That
thing, and I
sounds
assume
like-
that's because they have nothing in their
Meconium-
stomach. They're just they're
It's just
spitting out
meconium.
milk and or not even milk yet. I guess just nutrients.
Just meconium.
So that must be the default. when you
Meconium
have
sounds
no-
like one of
no,
those Balkan
Can I
countries
ask
that's
you-
constantly at war with
You're thinking
like.
Macedonia.
Can I ask
That's what
you
I'm thinking.
a little kid style question?
Yeah.
I guess
What is the placenta?
the placenta
Legit, what is that?
is. I think the placenta.
Am I
is
supposed
like,
to know what that is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the food for the. It's like the nutrients, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like the yolk of
It's
the
like a
of the
dish,
baby?
Okay, so-
right?
Huh?
It's like a disc of
I
red.
think it's a blob.
yeah, it's a
I think-
blob, a Bladisky blob.
A Bladisky
I don't
blob.
think it's a
Bladisky
Bladisky.
blob.
I think it's just a blob.
That's
I
what
don't
they
think
eat.
it's a disc.
That's what they eat in Marcanium.
Maybe if you had a
They have
robot mother,
Bladisky
it might be
blobs
a
in
disc.
Marcanium. that's
A Bladisky blob.
We eat
Bladisky
the
blob.
Blisky blob every single day.
You can't even say it. You said Dablisky.
Yeah, it's in a different language. I don't know how to say it. That's the way.
I think it's just a blob, but I
It's
think
just
it's
some
like,
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just
Well,
nutrients.
this is actually something I was just thinking about this morning when I was making my eggs for
These are-
breakfast. Make the yolk be the baby of the chicken.
Yeah.
Isn't it close to it?
It's the baby's food.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the chicken's
'cause it's
embryo's
unfertilized.
food.
Wait, I
Yeah,
thought-
that's
Make
true.
it should be
It
the
should
yolk.
be the
it
yolk.
should be the
Yeah.
yolk.
The white is the chicken?
No, the embryo is the chicken.
There's no. These are unfertilized eggs, Patrick, that we eat.
We don't. There's no chicken in the eggs.
There's
that you
no
eat.
chicken at
I've
all.
been
It's
eating
just that
fertilized ones
you've been eating balut.
every day.
You eat balut every day.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
don't?
think you have
I
ever
live
eaten
by the
balut.
Filipino market.
Is that what it's called? Right, balut.
Balut, yeah.
Where the chicken is always looking so afraid when
Yeah.
it died.
It knows
It's
it
not
died.
that it was never born. It died.
It died. Yeah.
And it has like a petrified like the ring
It's like
face
this.
on it. Like
yeah.
those are
They're
scary.
doing De Niro face.
That type of a thing. No, you're going a little crazy.
What do you mean that's
So-
crazy?
You're going. What, is this a little?
Yeah. What is that? What? It's not. That's
You have to do
That's
that.
a
You have to do the
Muppet.
arms. You have to. What's a
kind
caricature?
What De Niro movie
Yeah,
did you watch? where
Analyze this poster. The analyze this poster. He's doing that. He's going.
he has little eyes.
He does.
We know that.
You were doing.
His-
See, that's it. You're doing a smile. De Niro classically does the frown. You're doing a smiling smile that you're changing now that you realize you're doing it.
No,
but you're
you
going
look
this.
like shit. No, De
But
Niro
he doesn't do that.
He doesn't do that. He always has his lip is always on the bottom, or his tongue is always on his bottom lip.
He has SpongeBob fish mouth.
He's nodding his
Is
head
that
a
it?
lot.
No, man. You're not even trying.
Maybe I'm confusing him with Billy Crystal because I'm thinking of the analyze this poster.
You know, I've never seen this movie.
I never seen Analyze This.
It's about a mobster who goes to therapy for the first time. Sound familiar? They
Yeah.
stole the whole concept for Sopranos.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
but
knew that.
didn't it come out before The Sopranos?
It did.
So how'd they steal it then?
It came out before the Sopranos.
You said
You
they
said
stole the
Sopran-
idea.
Yeah, they
The
stole the idea
Sopranos. No,
for
no,
The
no. I'm saying
Sopranos.
the Sopranos stole the whole idea.
Oh, from Analyze This.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Was there a second Analyze This?
Analyze that.
Analyze these.
Yeah, that's the third
That's
one.
the third one.
We should write analyze these.
But yeah, we should skip Analyze That.
Yeah,
Analyze
no,
that is
analyze
already
that
made.
already.
That
happened.
is real?
That is real, yeah.
That can't be real.
No,
It
that's
is real. I
No.
just remembered when he told
We
me.
should do analyze these.
Analyze these. It's like
Yeah.
aliens.
That's kind of like a
It's an action movie.
yeah. Wait, you have mobster. Analyze that. I'm assuming is a Frankenstein or a vampire.
I think
Probably.
analyze that is
Because it's that.
these
It's
would
not
be-
even a human.
Yeah, analyze this, which is a guy talking in the first person.
Uh-huh.
He's pointing at himself.
Yeah.
Analyze this. Analyze that, pointing to something that is not human.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Analyze
Stein.
these, which is a group, a herd of some kind of extraterrestrial
we
alien.
should
Antelopes.
definitely we gotta write
be just
analyze
animals.
these.
Could be a biologist.
It also
Yeah.
sounds a little bit like a talking about your nuts.
That,
That's
and then
what
they would do,
Analyze
and
This
then
was
and
supposed to
then
sound
no,
like.
you know what? Like 20 years later, legacy sequel, Analyze Everything.
Yeah.
Wow. And we get like
Analyze
the
the
cover is
world.
Robert De Niro or Billy Crystal
Analyze
with like
all.
mandala,
Yeah.
like and all
He's looking
chakras
like
aligned.
He's
and
looking
stuff.
like the Return to Planet of the Apes or Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Like those guys.
the mutants.
Yeah, the mutants with the big heads.
Yeah.
It's
What
Billy
is-
Crystal, but he looks
Yeah.
like that.
What is Beneath the Planet of the Apes?
That's
That's
the
the
sequel.
second
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes movie where there's a bunch of mutants that have big brains that
Yeah.
live underground and they worship a nuclear bomb.
That movie series, Planet of the Apes, is so
it's
fucking good.
fire. Dude,
You've
the
never
third,
seen all these?
the
the
third and
only one
fourth
I've
ones
ever
are
seen is
so good.
Yeah.
the only one
Oh
I've
yeah,
ever
where
seen is
they go
Franco.
back in time.
Yeah.
So
sick.
fucking good.
I've only ever seen Franco Planet.
Yeah,
The
you
only-
gotta watch the '60s one and then the other ones.
The thing is, the Franco Planet ones are even still good, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
I haven't seen them.
They're great.
I've only seen
The
the
newest
first five.
one was bad.
Yeah,
No.
And then the Tim Burton one is obviously bad.
yeah,
The fifth of the old ones is bad.
yeah.
And then
But it has
everything
that
else
good,
is good.
that scene.
Everything
where
else is great.
that,
Dare
that
I
scene
say.
where the guy, it's like Battle of the Planet of the Apes, right?
That's the fifth one,
Yeah,
I think.
and then it's the guy, and he's like, "The only good human is a dead human."
I think they say that in all of them.
Yeah,
That sounds like something
Yeah.
that these
Well,
damn
that's
monkeys
like-
They
would
waited
say.
for the fifth one to say that.
yeah. But they say that, and that was a there's like that was like a hardcore band sample, and that was like like I remember hearing that and going like, oh,
I
Planet of the Apes.
miss when they would put samples in the early 2000s. They put samples in rock music.
Yeah, dude, it
That
was
was
so
cool
sick.
as fuck.
Dude, that was the hardcore band samples were always so
They're
awesome.
still doing them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
yeah, but
I
it's
don't listen to
it's a
them
little
anymore,
less
though.
novel now that like
Now it's wrapped around where there's also a big amount of doing them ironically, I
Yeah.
think, and sampling something that's really stupid on purpose.
yeah.
Like what?
Which is less cool.
Do you think we've ever been sampled for a song?
I fucking hope not.
Yeah,
if you've
better
sampled
not.
us in your power violence song, I'm gonna do some power violence to you.
Power violence, such a cruel name for your genre of music.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not right to.
Power.
and the songs are so damn short.
You know, I can't name one.
They're
power
so
violence
violent.
song.
There's only 5 seconds long.
There's a 5-second song.
Yeah,
That's a
lot
snippet.
of them.
That's a snippet.
That is a snippet.
Crossed out.
They're making
As
snippets.
I think they sampled the Planet of the Apes thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Do
a
you
crossed
guys
out song.
like-
It's like 5 seconds long, and most of it is
They
the
got
sample.
hella songs in that type.
Yeah,
Do you
in
guys
the world.
like when songs have a long period of silence at the beginning for some reason?
No.
No, I hate it.
Why do
I
they
hate that.
do that?
Sometimes I think that it's because of CDs.
Yeah,
because it was
the
either
start
a
of
hidden
the
track.
album.
It's either the start of the album or it's a hidden track on a CD.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or I feel like maybe sometimes it's like something they couldn't clear. But even then, it's like, wouldn't you just cut it off?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more the hidden track thing, but that pisses
The
me
hidden
off.
track thing is the most
Why-
common
when
one.
they upload it to Spotify and shit, why do they not
Just
just
change
track
it,
it out,
yeah.
man?
Well, that's what. Yeah. Also, the one that what is it? The first song on the Mr. Bungle album has like 30 seconds of silence at the beginning.
Yeah.
But that's probably because they're playing a
pranking,
prank. They're
yeah.
pranking the listener
Yeah.
I don't fuck
because
with
they're
What was that-
goofy
that
style
song I
pranking.
showed you
Tenacious
guys?
D, City Hall, and Hollywood Nights.
That song I showed you guys that was like, see, I wanted it to be our like intro song, but it was like way too long.
What was it?
The Alan Parsons Project song.
Oh, iRobot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been so sick to walk out to.
That has
Literally
literally a
5 minutes.
Yeah,
of-
five-
5 minutes of
5-minute
like,
build up.
yeah, ambient
Of, like,
sound. And then it goes in out.
It is a cool song, though.
That song's so fucking
I've
sick.
been changing my whole music vibe
Yeah.
this past week, man.
What
I've
are you
listened-
getting into?
It's not what I've been getting into. Well, it is that.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to zero rap
Wow.
at all.
Wow, that's big for you.
No rap at all for
Yeah.
me. I've just been listening to basically the songs from the Naruto fan animation video from
Yeah.
YouTube back in the day.
You're
Like,
listening to
I
Puddle of Mud.
Believe in Miracles. That
Yeah.
one.
Uh-huh.
That's a good song.
Yeah. What's that song? Hot Chocolate. Is that by Hot Chocolate?
I don't know.
You sexy thing.
And then
No. Is it?
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. You know that song?
It sounds familiar.
You don't know that? That used to be on a toy that I had when I was a kid. Where
Used to be on a toy.
I would
Wait till
click
the
it. It was
midnight
it was
hour.
Santa on a bicycle or on a
Christmas song.
yeah. Well, it's not really a Christmas song. The whole point of the toy.
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour.
I'm gonna
It's on a Santa
wait
toy.
till the-
It sounds like it's about.
Let me explain the toy.
Christmassy.
The toy. Well, I think that they were. Now that I think about it, that's what they were doing. But it was a little toy Santa on a Harley Davidson, and you would click his hand, and he would start moving back and forth, and it would play
Yeah.
the song. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour.
I don't know this song.
You don't know this song?
I don't think I know it either.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then maybe it's just from that toy.
Yeah. You're listening to Santa songs?
Yeah, you're listening to
It's not
Santa
really
toy
a
song.
Santa.
You know what song kicked ass? That song from my
Song.
Santa
Yeah.
toy.
No, that
It
song.
was a good song.
Ho, who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go?
So you did have this toy.
No.
Oh,
I
well,
did
how'd
not
you
have
know all
this toy.
How do you know every track?
I
from
know
the toy?
most of Santa's songs.
You have multiple tracks. This is an
Yeah.
iPod.
Yeah,
well,
I
you
know.
would click it and it would play a
They have
rotation.
multiple songs?
It would play a rotation
It's
of
like
songs.
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Like Big Mouth Billy Bass, but it was small bike Billy or Silly Santa.
Small like silly Santa is a
Yeah.
good. If
Silly
they don't
Claus.
have that, if they don't have that now, if they don't have it by name, we got to make it Small Bike Silly Santa.
You should be
Silly
able to
Claus.
get
Silly
custom
Claus.
Big Mouth Billy Basses that are like celebrities' heads mounted on your.
That's a way better idea than what I was going to bring up.
What were you gonna bring up?
The guy who programmed his Big Mouth Billy Bass to be his Alexa.
That has happened.
Yeah. There's a video of a guy. It's like Alexa, and then it turns to him and goes, "Okay, I will now play."
I mean, that is funny once.
Yeah, it's funny once, and then the rest of your life, it's like,
yeah,
oh,
the thing about something like that, when you have something like that, is that you're damning yourself to need a constant revolving door of people coming into your apartment.
yeah,
Yeah.
You need an infinite stream of
'Cause you need
new
to-
friends
you need to
and
be
new
like,
people.
"Check this
that-
out."
exactly. That's because that's the only time that will ever pay off
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
when someone new comes into your house.
Yeah.
My
it's true.
uncle got one of those fucking.
And it can't be that you're bringing home dates or something because
Yeah.
they're not gonna like that. It literally has to be you have to be bring over like coworkers
Yeah.
every day of your life.
People would
or else
really-
you'll never make back the capital.
You
from
know,
this.
it was
Yeah.
like this moose head that my uncle had that you could connect your iPod to.
No.
That's cool.
It was like Bugaboo Creek.
Yeah.
And then
Bugaboo
I
Creek
remember,
used to scare the shit out of me.
dude, he brought it over for Christmas one year. He just was like, "Look, I got this for myself for Christmas," and then he showed us, and we were just listening to all the like. It was like a family Christmas party, and all the music was coming out of this fucking moose head.
It's cool as fuck.
But
If
he
it
was
doesn't
playing.
move,
He was
that's
playing.
okay.
The one thing that was really funny that he did was he played. I don't know why the fuck he had this. I mean, it was like iPods. It was like a novelty back then. You go on the LimeWire, you just type in whatever, and he had all the drill sergeant sounds from Full Metal Jacket. So it was just this moose head going like, "What's your main
Did it move its
malfunction?"
mouth?
Yeah,
Whoa.
this thing was
That
sick.
thing must have been expensive.
I know. I gotta look this up. There was definitely.
They don't make devices like that
No,
anymore.
because
Yeah.
of tariffs.
Have you guys looked at Sky
tariffs.
Mall in the
Because of
last like
tariffs.
10 years?
No,
No.
I have not
There's
seen a
nothing
Sky
cool.
Mall in the plane ever.
There's nothing. You go on Sky Mall, it's all just like iPhone docks and
Yeah.
like extension cords.
It used to be sick.
There used to
dude.
be straight up devices on
Yeah.
Sky Mall.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get a chair that turned
Now
into
it's
a bed.
Timu now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, Timu
That's
took
a good
over. You
point.
can't beat Timu. At
they
their
would
own game.
have. I remember someone. I think one of my uncles brought a spiller.
What kind of a spill was that?
That was crazy.
It literally flipped fully upside down. How did you
How
do
did that happen?
Now it looks like I fucking shit my pants.
You gotta wash these jeans now.
I
That's
just washed
Crazy.
them.
I've
Oh.
never seen that before. It went,
Dude.
it didn't even stop like
No.
halfway.
You're gonna
It
have
went
to sit on that for the
went
rest of the
fully
episode
from-
too.
I'm gonna have
from
to
up to
avoid it.
down.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I just
You're inventing new styles of spills. I don't know how that's possible. I can't
just
get over
flipped
that.
it, man.
Did you see it happen?
Yeah.
It fully flipped. It was like the gravity
The
reversed.
spiller, dude.
I
The
don't
spilling,
understand
the
how that can
spilling
physically
science,
happen.
the spilling science that he has created on this show specifically, like this show alone, I think that we have seen way. He should just work for. I mean, God rest
You
his
should
soul.
be like a crash test dummy
Yeah.
for a drink company.
God rest his soul. Caleb should be working for Billy Mays. If
Yeah.
Billy Mays were alive
That's
today,
true. You should be
you
on
would
standing
be-
on the commercial.
dude, you would be the perfect like.
You'd be like the Geico caveman.
clean it with OxyClean.
I would not be like the Geico caveman.
You'd be like the
You
Geico
would.
caveman of
You would be
Billy
the spiller,
Mays.
and it would be we would have merchandising rights to
Don't
the spiller.
touch like that and look.
It'd be a
Don't
picture
do
of
that.
you. It'd be a picture of you doing this.
Oh my god, bad
stop
does it look?
Stop doing that.
It doesn't look so.
We
bad,
need to make,
actually.
dude. We
It's
need a
fine.
merchant. We need to franchise the spiller.
Yeah.
We need merch rights.
There's nowhere for the spiller to go. The spiller has no legs as
The
anything
spiller-
other
we
than
should
just
spiller
a
is the
Here,
perfect
we
commercial
spell-
character.
We sell shirts that are pre-stained with all different types of spill. Say
Yeah.
for the spiller in your life,
Yeah.
and then it's like you don't have to worry about spilling.
That's
'cause
a
it's
really
already-
good
it looks
idea.
like
That's
shit.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That is
The
actually pretty good.
spiller, but I think we can franchise
like
them out to commercials.
A transparent bumper sticker that you put on your car that looks like something spilled on your car,
Yeah.
and it says the spiller was here.
Uh-huh.
Or a
cool.
billboard.
That's not.
Not
that's
so
that's
good, yeah.
after. That's after the spiller
Because if you
takes
put
does a world
if you
tour.
put a spill on a billboard, a spillboard, by the way, would be a spillboard.
Yeah, I had to say that it was a billboard first before I could say
You could
spill.
say, well, if you,
You
said
could
the
say-
billboard,
you could say a spillboard.
spillboard, the spiller spillboard, and it's a billboard.
It
you
would
could have
be if you
presented
put
it that way.
a spill on the spillboard, it would either be too small to notice as you drove by,
Yeah.
or it would be too big that it would be scary
Here-
for people
wait
and
a
they think
minute.
there was a giant spiller.
Here's
That's
here's
the, point.
idea.
It would be like the guys hanging off where
Here's
they
what
think
we
that
do.
somebody's falling.
It's a big picture of the spiller, right?
Yeah.
White background, one little stain. He says, "I did that."
It should just be what it should be is a normal billboard, an
Mm-hmm.
ad for something else. But our spiller publicity stunt is that we just put a little spill of coffee on the part of
Yeah.
the billboard. People drive by and go,
What
"Did
is
someone
that?
spill coffee on that billboard?"
There should be a big red circle that says, "Can you spot the spill?"
What's
you-
if it's circled? It's probably easy to
Do you
spot.
guys ever
Yeah,
get
that's
worried that your different spills that people see on the street are going to start being attributed to me, and there will
Yeah.
be a vigilante manhunt for me?
It's
think
not going to be a
it's-
vigilante
Anytime somebody
manhunt
sees a
thing.
milkshake
It's gonna be
poured
fully
over,
sanctioned.
It's
No.
going to be sanctioned. People are
That's
going to be
not gonna be
excited
outside
about
the
it.
law.
anytime somebody sees a milkshake that has been dropped on the street,
People are
somebody's
going to be
gonna say,
excited
"Oh,
about it. People
Caleb must have
will-
done that."
People will be very excited about it.
But it's me. It is spilling is making a mess.
Yeah.
So people
But
are
if it's
going
on
to
the
be
street,
mad
if it's
at
on the
me.
street, it's like the graffiti, like Jason Derulo new album, May 15th. You see those on the
That's
ground?
spilling the beans about his new album.
spilling the beans
Yeah,
about
well,
his new
that's true.
album, and it's also the Spiller Street
Careful
team.
now.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man, you're gonna ruin Alex's
Don't say
new
Jesus Christ just for me picking up my cup of coffee.
carpet. I'm afraid of
I
the
think
spills
you've earned
now.
it.
I have not earned it.
You've earned it easily.
Yeah.
I'm the only victim of this spill.
Yeah.
We are all victims when you spill. We are all victims when you spill.
I think you should be required to bring in your own chair and table from home.
Yeah.
Every time
I almost just
we
spilled again. I
record.
almost just kicked my entire cup off into the wall.
I just don't get how
Yeah,
you
I
spill
don't
so
understand
much.
it. It doesn't make sense.
Would
to
you
me.
let me hold my coffee on top of your pants
Absolutely
for 10 seconds? For 10
not.
seconds.
Absolutely
You don't trust
not.
me for 10 seconds.
No.
To just hold it.
No way.
To just hold
even
it.
get it away from me now.
This is where
Look,
worrying
okay,
you.
you know what it is? You have no pinky strength. I just saw it. You need to work out your
Don't
pinkies.
say I have no pinky strength.
Look at that.
It's
Look at
Pinky
that.
versus
listen,
pinky
buddy,
right
it's
now.
either your pinky or all the rest of your
Yeah.
entire
Pinky
hand.
versus pinky right now. Pinky war.
You're struggling. You're struggling.
licking the
What is this?
microphone.
You look like a dog. You look like a Jack Russell Terrier right now.
I won.
You didn't win.
I won.
I released.
No, you didn't. I broke your strength.
He did not.
It doesn't matter if
I
you won or
broke
not
your-
because the proof is
broke your
careful,
grip.
man. You
Yeah.
can't even pick it up. This is you.
Jesus Christ.
What is
You're just reaching down like this.
What is it about today that is making you guys really just?
I saw
Go
the most
after me
literally
for this
physically
spilling.
impressive spill I've ever seen
Yeah.
in
So
my
it was
entire
impressive.
life.
So why are we harping on it if it's if it's actually cool? You just admitted
Can I
it's
just ask something though?
cool. Yeah.
Why are you putting down and picking up your coffee over and
Yeah.
over?
Well, that was I had to pinky him because I didn't want it up here because I was worried about a spill.
We'll get that stool. I'll bring it over.
No. That's higher height to fall from. That's gonna
That
spill
is true.
everywhere. Don't give him
You-
anything.
Don't give me
Don't
anything.
don't give you anything.
Then, well, I'll just sit back down.
We'll just let him hold it like that.
See, no, you can't do that. You
Why?
can't do that. I know what happened is he lifted his butt a little bit and then the cushion
Yeah.
shifted.
He
And then
does
it
be lifting his
flipped.
butt.
And then it flipped because he was holding it from the front. We got to just get a spill cam. We just have to get like a little like John Madden play-by-play, drawing
Yeah.
the circles
All
and
right,
stuff.
put in punch it way in. I don't care if it's super blurry, and do a slow mo instant replay of that spill after it happened, so that people can see exactly if you have the footage. If you were on me,
Yeah. Dude, I remember someone.
What kind of a spill was
That
that?
was crazy.
Yeah,
I hope you were on him.
because it was a
that
really
coffee was on him.
Yeah.
The coffee is still on me, by the way. Wet.
Coffee's on the chair.
Yeah, but this is the crappiest chair.
That is the worst.
spiller-
chair
the spiller
See,
knows
yeah,
that
you
that's
don't
not
get
the
the
worst
you don't
chair
get
in
the
the
Herman
office.
Millers
no
anymore.
No. Well, you can spill on these though.
You can't
These
spill.
are-
Oh, you
this- it
can.
goes
These
through
are
the
actually.
floor.
Yeah, and the
Which-
floor.
yeah.
Who gives a fuck about the floor?
Yeah, the floor is.
This is a spiller's mindset that disgusts me.
Yeah, you know what? I was about to be on his side because he was sounding so convincing, but
He thinks that it's okay to spill on the floor.
no, you have to
Just
clean
the
up your
floor.
spills
It's not
on
okay
the
to
floor.
spill anywhere.
Why?
But that's the thing. That's the
It
worst
happens.
thing
It's
about
an accident.
That's the worst thing about his spilling is that he's like, you can leave it there for a little
Right,
bit.
yeah.
You
Especially-
can't leave it
Well,
there
when he says
for
a little bit, he
especially-
means 6 months.
Yeah,
You can
and
leave
it's
it
on,
there
It's
for a
on these
little bit.
IKEA tables that are made out of fucking particle
IKEA
board.
sucks.
IKEA sucks because they use particle board. You
Yeah,
know
so
what? You
just-
know what
so who
else? You
cares
know what
about it? Just
sucks?
spill on it.
You know what sucks? Water in particle board, and then it leaves those rigid bumps.
The rigid bumps, my
I
friend.
hate the rigid bumps on
He
tables.
hates the rigid bumps on tables.
That's why all the furniture in my apartment is marble.
That's why he has marble furniture.
Even my couch.
Even his couch.
My
You don't
couch
have
is a piece of
You
marble.
do not have a marble.
It's a slab.
couch.
It's a slab
There's
of
a
marble.
marble in his
What's
couch
the
between
name
his
of your
couch
your
cushions.
couch? Is called like the fucker or something.
I don't remember. It's something like that. It was a Wayfair couch.
It's literally a couch from Wayfair called like the butt fuck.
It's something like that. Something like that.
It's not that comfortable of a couch.
No,
also.
it's the worst couch in the world. I want to get rid of
Yeah.
it.
You
so
got to
bad.
get a new couch, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm thinking of getting a new couch.
It's
Yeah.
so fire to get a new couch.
I just want another green couch.
Well, we did. We went to the couch store.
You went to the couch store?
Well, no, listen,
Say
listen,
less,
listen,
man.
listen.
A
No,
lot less, man.
no.
You went
You
to
don't
a lot less for a
understand. You don't
couch.
understand, man. I went to the couch store.
yeah.
We sat on all the couches. We wrote down which ones was the most comfortable.
Wow.
Then we bought one of those secondhand.
That is a pro move.
Because you can try every couch
And the
out.
couch would have been probably $1,000 if you bought it.
we
now.
got
Yeah.
a huge discount from doing this.
Yeah,
And
that's
all
the
that
move.
happens is sometimes the couch makes a really strange noise.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes you find their shit in there too.
Yeah.
Some coupons.
But this is basically the best couch strategy because you can try them all out.
But then you got to go on Facebook Marketplace, and I hate this
Yeah.
marketplace.
No, you can buy from different websites.
What's
they have
the-
the used furniture.
Oh,
Apartment deco.
We got it from some name of it had one of those names that's impossible to remember because it's just random sounds.
Yeah. Grief law.
Something like that.
something like that.
But like they clean it, they do everything.
Yeah.
They
Apartment
delivered
deco, I
it.
was
They
looking on
delivered
there.
it to
That's
us.
nice.
They put it in our apartment.
Ooh.
That's pretty much unbeatable.
They had white glove delivery.
Wow.
That's what it said
Really?
on the website.
Did they have white gloves?
Oh
on?
yeah.
You got
Really?
Oh,
Mickey
They
yeah.
and
actually
Minnie.
had the white
Oh,
gloves
they
on?
had the white gloves
Mickey and
on.
Goofy pulling up
It
with
was
the couch.
Mickey and Goofy who did it.
You're kidding.
Gosh, Cameron, you're
I know
I
you're
love your
kidding now.
DVDs.
It wasn't Mickey and Goofy.
Do you think Mickey? Whose house do you think Mickey and Goofy would like the most out of us three?
What does
Not
their
yours.
house look like?
I vote mine.
You vote yours?
Yeah, dude.
No, because they
Walt
like
Disney made them.
Yeah, that's true.
no, but think about Mickey Mouse's clubhouse.
yeah,
Yeah, but
He,
he,
has
doesn't
like gadgets and like.
Want, but that's all just for the show.
he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
That's all
He
just for the
doesn't
show.
like Mickey.
Have you
Mickey Mouse
been-
doesn't like his
Sorry,
clubhouse.
because I've actually been to Mickey's house in Disneyland,
Okay.
and he has a lot of. By the way, a lot of pictures of himself in his house, which is
Yeah.
kind of fucking
fucking
corny.
narcissist.
Okay.
And he also has a chicken coop in his
Yeah.
house.
I
The
think
chicken coop in his house.
if anyone, I think you have a lot of DVDs, and he could talk to you about movies, which is he's in.
I guess he is in movies.
He's
but he's
in,
also,
but he also
but I
Buena
also
Vista
have-
Pictures. Maybe you have a few movies by Buena Vista Pictures or Disney itself.
Do you have any Disney films?
I don't think so.
My girlfriend has animation crap, 'cause
But
that's
Disney
that's
owns
what
Fox.
she does.
But my house has
That's
mice
true.
in it.
My house also has mice.
My house also has mice.
We live in
Okay.
New York. Everyone's house has
I guess
mice.
that's true. But my house has cheese in it.
Yeah, mine does too.
Yeah.
Does Mickey ever
I have
eat cheese?
I have
No, he
three
likes
different kinds.
croissants.
I have a whole tray of
Bullshit.
cheese at my house.
Really?
Yeah.
What kinds of cheeses do you have
Well,
in
I don't
your
even,
tray?
you don't even know.
But what is Goofy like?
wouldn't-
because
you
this
like
is
to
not.
know.
We're not just talking about Mickey.
I have a dog.
What does Goofy like?
But I think that because these are non-sentient animals, I think these would kind of freak out Mickey and Goofy, and they wouldn't want to be
Well,
around them.
what about
That
Pluto?
could be true.
They hang out
Pluto?
with
Even Pluto is like a tune. He's
Yeah.
like, I think that real animals might be
Okay,
an
who has
off-putting-
the most tunes in their house? That's what decides this.
I
think
got a
I
good
have-
amount of tunes.
I have a good
0
amount of books
tunes.
on tunes.
I have. You might have more tunes than
I
me.
have tune
think.
resources.
You do have tune. I have some tune resources as well, but
Yeah.
I bet you have more.
Yeah,
I don't have.
I have Hylia
any
Historia.
tunes. What's that?
It's a book my girlfriend has. It's the
Sick.
fucking history of the
Of
Zelda
tunes?
timeline.
Oh.
Oh. It's barely
that
even
was-
tunes.
Yeah, it's barely
That's
tunes.
VGs,
She
bro.
also
Yeah,
she
VG.
has okay. What else does she have? She has like
That was a
animation.
new slang I decided I was
animation
going to
reference
start a
books.
few days ago.
VG.
But
It went over swimmingly.
Good.
Yeah,
I didn't even blink at that. VG.
I literally did decide a few days ago. I texted.
I've heard.
Why'd you point
I've
down
heard
when you
my
said-
phone,
VGs.
my phone.
You wrote down in your phone VG.
I've
No,
heard
I
it
texted.
before,
I
though.
texted somebody. I said I'm going to start saying VGs.
I've heard it before
Okay.
though in VGM.
Well,
video
that's
game music.
What's that?
that's different though.
That's completely different.
VGMresource.com was a
No,
website.
different.
No,
fully
because we're
different.
just calling them
VGs.
VGs.
Wait, that wasn't a website. What was I?
It wasn't
thinking
even a
of?
website.
See,
There was a website that Zophar is a domain and it had VGM on it. It had the web the
Again,
little word.
different.
yeah, he's
Different.
talking about referring to video games, not their
Okay,
music.
VGs.
okay,
as VGs.
genius.
Okay, thank you, and you're welcome.
I was not going to say anything after that. I just wanted to say it. Okay,
So-
genius.
Why are you being rude and
It's
It's not
sarcastic?
rude.
I
It's just
created a
my new way.
slang.
It's my new way of speaking. Genius.
I don't like it.
It's kind
Okay,
of
genius.
It does come across as rude. I'm going to be honest. with
Okay,
you.
rude boy.
But no, so you are the one being rude.
Okay, rude pointer. Outer. Okay, rude pointer.
What? Just
Outer.
because I pointed at you, I'm the rude pointer outer now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
Sayer.
you are pointing out that
Oh.
about the rudeness.
See, it's fun to do.
It
Now
is
you
a
get
little
it.
fun to do.
Yeah.
Okay, Sayer. Who says things?
This is Fudd Hinchcliffe.
Oh yeah, it is.
Wait, you're right.
It is just doing that.
Yeah, that is his whole thing.
So video games as VGs.
I was playing some VGs.
I was
Something
playing
like that.
VGs
I was
last
playing
night.
VGs.
That's better
That's a
than
different thing.
when people say vidya.
Uh huh.
I don't like that.
that.
I hate
Vidya,
that.
yeah.
That's really tough for me.
Yeah.
If you say that,
Fuck yeah.
That's right.
fuck yeah,
You
motherfucker.
piece of shit.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker.
I don't know what made me remember this, but yet a couple days ago, I saw this guy who was dressed like full, like 1950s style guy. You know how when people do that,
Young
Yeah.
guy.
young guy, yeah,
Hate that.
Review
like
bra.
full like
Hate
yeah,
that.
like pea coat and like
Uh-huh.
all like combed hair, everything, and he had like vintage like briefcases.
Yeah.
Like he was like packing up his car, like he was moving or something.
Mm-hmm.
And but he had like his suitcases were like full like briefcases. Like he was
Yeah.
like full period piece. but his car was a Subaru Outback.
You gotta be.
I was like, bro, come on.
You gotta whip the Model T.
I know.
Yeah, come
you
on.
Can't, You can't. If you're gonna spend fucking money
Yeah.
on vintage briefcases, you
pull
got
up with ponies.
75%
Look, if it's
of the
just the clothes,
yeah.
Yeah,
you can
then
maybe get away.
But once you
with
go
that.
into other props, now everything has to
yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah. At the very
know.
least, you got to be driving like a Camry from like the 2000s or
Right.
something. Just
Yeah.
a fucking beat.
Something
Or
a
at least,
little
like
shit.
some from 92.
Something
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
clear
Yeah.
that you
Exactly. That
spent
is
all your
not-
money on
Yeah.
cosplaying an older time.
Yeah.
75% of the time, anyone that dresses like 50s style like that is just like the most racist person in the world. And then the other 25% is like, okay, you're just a weirdo.
I
50
think
and
that
25,
actually,
did you say?
Or 75 and plus 25. That's 100.
I think 100% of them are just guys that like kind of had nothing to do when they were 15 and started doing
Yeah.
that.
I don't think so.
Because I think those are the graduated suit kids from high school.
yeah, but think about all the suit kids from high school. Those guys were crazy.
Well, that's true.
Those guys were loons.
I
Yeah.
think that it's guys that didn't get the suit kid out of them in high
Yeah.
school.
Well, most of the
Oh.
suit kids in school, you would talk
I
to them
think it
about,
was-
like, they would say, like, well, slavery was good for the economy because we didn't have to pay the workers.
It's true. They would say stuff like that.
yeah.
I think that they're kids who they were New Balance's kids, and then they said, you know what, I'm gonna boss up.
Uh-huh.
oh,
I'm
yeah.
an adult now. It's
That's
time to
the-
dress like an
It's
adult.
the slippery slope of
Yeah.
of r/male fashion advice.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Where you start with, okay,
I tried to go on r/male fashion advice. I accidentally went on the Wayback Machine to
Yeah.
r/male fashion advice from 1950.
I went on the penny
Wear a
A
trilby.
man should have a briefcase.
Yeah.
that's what they should be riding as a penny farthing bike.
yeah. They
A penny
should.
farthing bike,
They got to have a velocipede. There's no
or
fucking
or
way.
maybe a zeppelin.
But if
Yeah.
that guy had an old car, I would have respected him. So
Yeah.
I would have been.
Yeah.
would have thought he was cool as
That
fuck.
would've
even
been cool
you
as
know
fuck.
what? Even
I really would
even
have.
a VW Bug, I would have respected.
like an old,
And you know
anything
what?
like 60s,
A punch buggy.
any
It's
60s
It's like
car.
a full.
Yeah.
It's what it is the clothes. I'd be like, this guy is a loser. If I saw this, then I see the if I saw the briefcases, I go, oh my god, this guy like. Or I would the clothes. I'd be like, this guy's a loser, but whatever.
Yeah.
The briefcases are like, okay, that's.
Bridge too far.
This is
He
way
is-
too far.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
horrible. And then the car would bring it back
Bring
up,
it
and
way
I'd be like,
back
this
up.
is cool.
It's
because this
the
guy,
He's filming a movie.
he's about
Yeah.
the life.
He's filming
Yeah.
a hidden camera.
if he
movie.
lives this
um,
lifestyle, that's a completely different
have you
thing.
seen that kid on TikTok, Dr. Parkenstein?
Nope.
No.
This is a boy who is so obsessed with the 1920s that he lives it every single day, and he has like a stove that he has to light with a match, and he has a Model T that he drives
Does
around.
he live in the country, or does he live in a city?
He lives near a city. It's more suburban,
Okay.
Okay.
and he dresses in like 1920s
Because
clothing.
I respect if you live in the middle of nowhere, I think that's cool as fuck. But if you live anywhere near anybody else, I think it's lame.
He also has an Edison phonograph.
Will they
Shit like
is
that.
This,
This dude is awesome.
Is this something where they will scale up Amishness eventually to this guy?
I fucking hope that'd be.
Is Amishness always just 200 years before?
no, Amish is just no electricity, right?
Yeah.
But
I
at
mean,
some
that's-
point, won't they
So
have
that's
something
what it'll-
I was
more
gonna
than
say- I was gonna
electricity?
say,
And
I
they'll say,
hope-
okay, we can use electricity now, but not this other
I
thing.
hope that happens, but it's like, well,
I
what
don't
do you
think
want to
so.
go back to?
If Amish people
I think you're just inventing a new type of person who just
Yeah.
doesn't use anything that's
Who's
a certain
just
age.
200
That's
years
not-
old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not what Amish people is.
These
I
are,
think that's what they are.
These are 200-year-old Zians. These aren't. This is what they're going to be called.
When we go to space
Yeah.
as an entire
Katy
planet,
Perry style.
if the entire planet decides we have to abandon Earth because of all the spills, just to placate you guys, the world is covered in
The
spills.
chemical spills, yeah.
The spills. Caleb spilled so many drinks that it's
your
unhospitable to
spills.
human life. Yeah.
See, I wasn't even thinking about that anymore.
Really,
Yeah, it
really, because it
seems like
seems
something
like
you're
you're
obsessed
always
with.
thinking about it. I'm not obsessed with it, by the way.
I did think you meant
I'm
chemical
not
spills.
No. I'm talking
'Cause
about
that would make
just
sense for a
normal drink
reason.
spills that I do. Say I do 50 a day, and then I
Yeah,
double
let's say
that
that.
every day. Eventually, the world will be you can't live here anymore.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we'll send everybody out into space to find a new place.
Uh-huh.
Will the Amish get on the spacecraft?
Likely not. I would think that a large percentage of non-Amish people would also not get on the
Yeah.
spacecraft.
I wouldn't
Why?
get on it.
But
I
what if
wouldn't
it
go
was?
to
What if it
space.
was so many spills that up to a centimeter of spillage?
Why do you want to destroy the world?
I forgot about
I
the
don't want to.
spills.
I'm saying-
I would go to space.
I'm saying I accidentally could, if I'm on my current clip rate of spills, I could
Flood the earth.
flood the earth, the entire earth.
Okay, interesting.
But we could just build platforms.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
I love platforms,
Platforms. Mario got them.
Yeah.
But what if-
certainly has fun?
But
though. The
because
platform is the spill's
World
natural
3.
enemy.
the platform is not the spiller's natural enemy.
I think it
I think
is.
almost everything is the spiller's natural
Yeah.
enemy. The spiller finds a way to spill no matter the circumstance.
Yeah, it's true.
Spillers find a way.
Yeah.
See, actually, I
Spiller's
belong in
Park.
space because imagine you spill in space
It
and then it
floats.
just floats there and you just bat it away.
That's true.
And then
Yeah.
you just bat it down to the floor and you never think about it again.
Yeah. Until it comes back up.
Well, but then you just hit it back onto the floor. And then
Yeah.
you wait for it until somebody else comes and sucks it all up.
How do when they go into zero gravity like that? How do they get rid of the liquid?
Vacuum.
Vacuum, bro.
Well, fuck my life.
Vacuum
I'm
out.
an idiot.
Mhm.
And guess what space
they have
is,
Mr.
bro?
Nudu or whatever
Guess
his
what
name.
space is?
What?
A vacuum.
The infinite vacuum.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name from the Turly Turbies?
What's that?
Which one? Nunu?
Nunu.
Yeah.
The fuck's a turly turbies?
Turly Turbies. I say you in here watching Turly Turbies.
Turn out them turly
Turn
turbies.
out
Oh,
them Turly
Teletubbies. Yeah, I didn't watch Teletubbies. It seemed like it was for babies.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys watched it.
I watched it when I was a
you admit
baby.
that you just admitted you
There was a controversy
babies.
on that on
What?
the toys that came out of the Teletubbies
Why?
because it sounded like Poe was saying the F word.
I have a vague recollection
Yeah.
of that.
It sounded like my mom said that she didn't let me play with it because it sounded like he was saying FF, bite my bum.
So do an impression of it. What did it sound like?
I'll phonetically try to say it.
Yeah. FF bite my bum.
FF bite my bum.
Trying to say the F slur phonetically.
Oh, I thought it was fuck bite
Yeah,
my
no,
bum.
I
no,
did
no,
too.
no, no, no,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
no. F is the one.
bite my bum.
Twice?
Yeah,
Bite my bum.
bite my
F,
bum.
Bite my bum.
What
bite
was
my
the? Wasn't
bum
there a
was
Tickle Me
weird.
Elmo controversy where it said
That was the
Fuck
funniest
me?
one. No. That might be. There was one. I remember me and my brother thought this was the funniest video ever. It was like a video of, for some reason, this Tickle Me Elmo kept saying "Kill James," and the baby that owned the Tickle Me Elmo was named James, and it was just this video. It was like, listen to what this doll is saying, and it goes, "Kill James."
that's
It was like a news story. It was like so fucking funny.
That's really funny.
that's just unlucky, man.
Yeah.
I can see kill. Tickle.
Tick kill.
Oh, to kill,
Kill.
James though.
James. Yeah, James.
Yeah.
I don't know where that
Maybe
comes from.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to play
I
games.
want to play James.
I want
Yeah.
to play some James.
Yeah. Tickle James. Let's
Tickle-
play
Yeah,
Tickle
Elmo's
James.
a baby. He doesn't know that games are called games.
Yeah,
he thinks
we
they're
call
called
him
James.
James.
Was James alive enough to know what
No,
was
James
happening?
was not alive enough, and the mom heard it and went,
Mm. I don't.
"That was
they
an
don't-
odd dude." Get it? The YouTube news story. If you just typed in like news story pre like the news uploading all their stuff.
Oh yeah, the
Uh-huh.
old YouTube.
That
And
was
somebody
so
would take
awesome.
a funny
Yeah.
news
Yeah.
story.
Somebody would
put
record
it
the
on.
funny
Yeah,
news story and
yeah.
put it on, and it would have like VHS tracking for some reason.
Yeah.
And then every once in a
So
while,
awesome.
it would be a fake news story.
Yeah,
That
fuck her
somebody-
right in the pussy.
Yeah, fuck her right in the pussy.
Hated that guy. Once I
It was fake.
Yeah.
Wow.
Once I learned it
I
was
know
fake,
that.
I was like, you bastard.
I thought it was crass to even to begin with.
I never
assumed it
liked.
was,
I never liked fuck her right in the pussy.
No, I
It
assumed
was
it was
funny
real because of how
once.
horrible the world is.
yeah, I was thinking. Well,
This
that's
would
not.
be the
That's
type
not
of
so
thing.
absurd to imagine a guy who's saying "fuck her right in the pussy."
Yeah.
It's really not that crazy.
No.
Why
And
would
then
you
they-
fake
And
that?
then they made a sequel, and as soon as they made the sequel, I was like, I'm gonna kill him.
You got mad.
You said you're gonna kill the fuck her right in the pussy guy,
I'm gonna kill him right
It was fake. That's crazy. I never knew.
Yeah.
and it was
Wow, I
horrible
always
because
thought it was real to this very moment.
I remember having friends in when I was maybe 14 or 15 that thought it was funny if somebody was filming something to go up and say that,
yeah.
and I was always like, "You fucking."
That was like Baba Booey,
Yeah, it was like their
What's his
Baba
name?
Booey, but they
The
didn't know
guy-
about Baba Booey.
the guy who would go up to.
Baba Booey.
There was the guy who was trying to get on Stern, and he would go up behind news anchors in New York and go, "Baba Booey, Howard
That's-
Stern's penis."
That's an amazing compilation.
Yeah.
and it's not just one guy; it's a bunch of guys.
well, there's one specific guy that was really good at
Baba
it.
Booey, Howard Stern's penis.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
it is. It's still funny.
I want to watch Private Parts. I've never seen Private
It's
Parts.
really good.
It is good.
No.
No, it can't be.
Yeah,
It can't
no
be
way.
good.
No. It's good at like
Did you also think when you were
2
young
in the
that was a
morning.
porn movie?
no.
I thought it was a porn.
I knew it was Stern, but
Oh.
I knew he was pornographic.
Is he really pornographic in the movie?
Kidding, dude, he'd fucking get them girls on that damn Sibby.
Yeah,
get them,
I know.
Get them damn girls on that damn Sibby.
There's
right on it.
like something about watching comedy movies when you're a kid. This made me remember. It was making me really laugh when I was watching Meet the Parents recently, and there's like I feel like just every like comedy that's about like a couple always has a scene where they're in the bedroom and like the like wife is like putting away laundry or something, and they're like talking about their relationship or whatever, and like Ben Stiller's being like, I don't know, I just feel like your dad just really doesn't like me, and she's like, just don't worry, it's good. And I was just sitting there and like started laughing. I was like, when I was a kid and I would see this the most like nothing scene of all time, I would watch this and be like, I will never understand this. What is going on? This is like adult.
That
I
is
cannot
so
comprehend
true.
this at all.
That is very. That
They're
is very
literally
true.
just saying exactly what the movie is about. They're just
Yeah.
going, I feel like I made a fool of myself at dinner. I would be like,
I can't imagine this one.
What are you even
this?
talking
This
about?
must be what mom and
This
dad
is
talk
for
about.
adults.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is my
I
parents
remember
must talk
in
about.
Talladega Nights when he's talking to his wife. I remember having a similar thing when I was a kid. I was like, why are they putting all this serious crap in this
Yeah.
funny ass movie?
What is this?
What is going on here? Why are
just
these
an exposition
two adults?
scene.
There's nothing more boring when
I
you're
know,
a
I
kid
just
than two
remember
adults just talking to
just
each other.
fully instantly tuning out. The second you see that it's
Yeah.
the boy and the girl in the bedroom talking, you
Just
just
talking.
instantly are waiting until the next banana
Absolutely.
peel
I
slip.
thought you were gonna say like all the scenes where it's like they're about to have sex and then it gets interrupted by like Robert De Niro or whatever, like and then Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
Like I thought you were like saying I forget where this conversation started. I completely forgot. Anyway,
Well, you really just put a brick wall
I
in
put a
front of
brick
us.
wall in front of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, you can just keep going on it though. I just talk
Well,
about.
yeah. Anytime that there was something like that, that's when I was like, "Oh, this is like the adult scene. I should leave the room."
Yeah. Well,
Like,
you were right about
yeah.
that.
Did your parents ever put their hand in front of your
Yeah.
eyes? Oh,
I
yeah.
think. Did I tell you guys about this? I was like,
I was watching movies that I should not have been
Yeah.
watching. And
Yeah.
the hand over the eyes.
when I was in the second grade, I fell asleep like on my parents' floor. I don't remember why, but I like remember waking up and I watched all of Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Like I remember I woke up and then just sat there because like, apparently my dad was watching it before he went to bed, and then it was on Cinemax. So 1 a.m. hit, and then the porno came up,
Oh yeah.
and I remember I was watching it at the foot of my bed, and then I heard my dad make a noise, and I remember I was sitting at the foot of the bed just like, this is like the worst movie ever. Like, why are they like all they've been doing is having sex? This is weird. And then my dad like laughed at something that was in it. And I remember I looked up and I went, isn't it the worst movie ever? My dad's clearly about to jack off, and I'm at the foot of his bed, and I just go, doesn't this suck?
Dude, one time when I was a kid, when I was at my buddy Chad's house,
Yeah.
and we started watching My Bloody Valentine 3D,
Oh, yeah.
and boobs came on,
Yeah.
In 3D.
and I got in front of the TV and I was like, guys, I think we're too young to watch this movie. And we called his mom, and I was like, we were watching a movie, and then we found out it was inappropriate, and I turned it off,
Yeah.
Mrs. Chad's mom. And she was like, cool.
Yeah.
And that was it, man.
We used to, if you did shit like that in my elementary school, you used to get, we had respect, responsibility, and safety stickers, and there's these really big, like, circular stickers this big. And if you got, like, all three, you were like, dude, this kid's a god.
Yeah.
And I remember trying to get, I think I was almost had the hat trick, and I tried to get the responsibility sticker. I had respect and safety. Or no, I was trying to get safety. And then I
Okay.
just remembered raising my hand in class and going, look, I just think if we're going to be walking with scissors, we should hold them down. We should hold them.
You were gunning for that sticker, man.
It was just apropos of nothing. It was just like, I was like, I think if you're going to walk with scissors, you should point them at the ground.
You weren't even talking about scissors or anything.
I think
in
we were all
class?
just like working quietly. And I was like, damn it. And this kid, Chris Bedell, turned to me and was like, I know you just want that safety sticker.
Wow, he called you out
He
immediately.
called me out,
Everybody
and I
knew.
went,
Yeah.
no.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't. I think my
Well,
I
what
told
do
the
you have
I
to
told
do
the
to
TA,
get the safety?
I told the
You got a
teacher's
TA?
assistant. The teacher's assistant. That's
Yeah,
what
this was
TA
in
is.
college.
Or assistant teacher. It's TA in college. It's assistant teacher in
Yeah.
elementary
Okay.
school. And I told the assistant teacher, and she went, "Okay."
She must have not
Just
known
like
about
that.
the stickers.
No, she knew about the stickers.
She knew what you were up to. She's not.
She
gonna
just knew
reward
my
that.
trick.
Wait,
Yeah.
how would a kid possibly get the
I
safety
don't know
sticker
how they
for
would
not
get
that?
the safety
I
sticker.
would have
The
to imagine
safety was
probably
the
by,
hardest one.
Probably by doing something rather than just saying something
Yeah,
that
yeah,
everybody already maybe is.
What,
It's
by-
already
It's
a
like an
rule.
observation of like you just did something that was incredibly safe. Thank
Yeah,
you.
or stopping somebody
Yeah.
from doing something.
Do you?
or
The
something.
Is
safety
it
ones were the
possible to do
hardest ones.
something that is alarmingly safe?
I don't know. I mean, that's what they did. That's
Well,
what they.
I would think what you should have done is have your friends start running with scissors, and you go, "Hey, stop!
Yeah.
Hold them down."
let's
You would've got the
Kaiser
sticker.
Soze this.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would have fully got the sticker if you did that.
I know.
What do you mean by Kaiser Soze?
His friend's name was Scissor.
Yeah.
Mo. I see.
No. Oh, not Kaiser
I see.
Soze.
Mo Scissor.
The Sting. We'll do the Sting,
I don't know.
and
the
then
sting.
we'll pretend that we're like when they pretend to rob people, and it's like I'm actually his friend. And
I've
we're gonna
never
make
seen it,
away
but I
with
can
the
imagine
money.
it.
Yeah, I don't know what this. What
But
sting is.
the safety stickers were printed dark blue with black ink, so you couldn't see the school logo at all. So it was just like the red one, you could see the logo. The white one, you could see it very well, and then it was
The
just
blue one,
a
you couldn't.
big blue circle. It looked like shit, dude.
It's not that funny. A big blue circle.
Dude, a big blue circle.
It's really not that funny.
It's not that
And
funny.
it was a big blue circle.
I guess you had to be there. You had to see it.
Just doesn't sound that crazy to me.
Yeah.
Those are the other ones are red and white.
Not that crazy at all. Not even that funny. I guess if you were a South School Hawk, comment down below if you remember the safety sticker. I wish I had one. I wish I had one to show you guys. It would probably make you laugh.
I don't think
It would probably make you laugh.
a blue sticker
Dude,
would make me
it
laugh.
was. You don't even get it. It's the biggest, bluest circle. It's dark blue. No. It's. Dare I say cerulean. It was darker than cerulean. It was crimson blue.
How,
if that
when
could
you say
exist.
big, I mean, okay. Describe it a little more. How big was the
It
sticker?
was probably.
Just stop
It
me.
was probably.
He's not
If I had to
looking-
give,
oh
if
my
I had to give a
God.
guess,
Okay,
oh
now-
my
wait,
God.
wait, no, go down. I was gonna give you an exact measurement, probably about that big.
That big.
There's no way it was that.
You
It
big.
were
was
just
that
small,
big.
man.
It was that big. It was that round. It was probably about the size of a. It was probably about the size of an orange. It's probably about the size of a 2D grapefruit.
There was a
Actually,
circle that was that round.
it was a circle that was
Show me
that
how
round.
round it was.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
How round was it? This round?
Perfect, really round.
Perfect
Like
circle.
a perfect sticker.
And blue, but you're saying this sticker
No.
was blue.
See this purple?
That's purple.
Imagine it blue, but darker.
Dark blue.
Darker than probably the color of that blue
So
bag.
how did anybody get
But
any
darker.
schoolwork done when they were so busy laughing at this blue sticker?
buddy, listen to the
this
way I
sticker
speak.
is so funny that it should have. I
It
mean, I would
should've,
think that
honestly-
it would bring the school year to a halt.
It was so
Yeah.
hilarious that the school.
Well, that's why they never gave it out to anybody.
Yeah,
'Cause it was
exactly.
too
It was
funny.
too funny.
Yeah, it was
too
too
round and too dark blue.
It was
Dude,
that round.
it was midnight blue. Let's say it was
Okay.
midnight blue.
Let's say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was,
It's
had
dark,
the whole.
that's a dark blue.
It's the
I
probably.
can't.
But the
can't
text.
argue with that.
The text, midnight black.
And which
Okay.
said,
So you couldn't
It
even
said
see the school
legendary
logo
South
on
School
it.
Hawks safety sticker.
"Wow!" So you couldn't.
And it
even
had the
really
logo, which the logo was the Hawk logo was the funniest one because it was like a kid won a contest,
Okay.
and it was a kid who was not very good at drawing,
But you wouldn't be able to see the logo, you said. So
but
it
you wouldn't be able
really
to see it because it
funny.
was so funny. You'd be laughing too hard, your vision would blur.
You'd pass out.
You'd pass out from the size of the circle.
So it seems like this was, even though it was a safety sticker, it's not very safe because kids were probably
No, it was
dropping
too
left
hilarious.
and right.
It was
at
too
how
hilarious of
the
a
sticker
fucking
was.
circle, a circle sticker. God, it was fucking funny.
Oh, that is really funny to me. What are we at time wise?
40.
48 minutes.
48.
Okay, you want to?
Should we go through the crap that we were gonna do, or are we just gonna sit here and talk?
I don't know. The thing is, this setup is not very good for actually doing a normal style episode. So maybe
We'll
we
do
could
a
just
normal one next time.
maybe we
Yeah.
could just talk. Is it okay? We swap the premium and the normal this week.
Okay.
We've done it before.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
So the people who want the normal,
The
which
fuck
is going to
was
be
that?
about spells, by the way.
Is that a new thing?
Nope. I've only done it twice. It's
You
not like a new
developing-
thing. I
You
something
have ticks now?
I don't have ticks. I checked myself thoroughly.
My dog had a fucking tick on his face the other day. It was like
that shit
this big.
happens all the damn time.
Scared
with them
the
dogs.
fuck out of me, man.
They're
I was
so
like
nasty.
petting him, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought it was a tumor,
Yeah.
and then I found out it was a tick, and I found out that you have to twist the tick.
You have to twist
have
it.
to
You have
put
to
it
get the because
into,
sometimes
a
the head will
solution.
still be there.
I had to burn it.
Oh, you
I
burned
it. With
Sometimes
a
the head
tor-
will
a
stay
creme brulee
on,
torch.
and the head is like
Yeah.
still it'll still
They're
give
to
them
just
get
lime.
them
head.
from the. You have to
Yeah.
get them from the very closest you can.
It was massive too.
They get big as fuck when they get that blood in them.
They
Yeah.
get that blood,
When
and,
they get
and it
that
wasn't there
blood
the
in 'em?
day before, so it sucked up
So
all
it
this
must
blood.
have gotten onto him in
Why
between.
why is there
That's
a
what
bug?
I'm thinking.
Why is there a bug that does that to humans?
Basically, every bug does that. Mosquitoes, fleas.
Yeah, but why
ticks,
is there a
bed
bug
bugs.
that latches onto you and then sucks your blood out and gives you Lyme disease?
parasite? Well, they don't give you Lyme disease on purpose.
They
That's
don't
just,
always give you Lyme.
Yeah,
disease
Lyme
also.
disease. It's just if
Well, it's
they.
because they feed off of deer. I forgot.
So
I was
yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
what
we're
they- it's-
close to deer and
there's,
mammolacity.
Their backwash.
Yeah.
The bug's backwash will give us diseases.
Oh wait, so you really
That's
only
why-
get Lyme disease if it's one from a deer?
Yeah. Deer tick.
Yeah, deer ticks.
So the ones
and
that
that's
are-
why you get diseases from mosquitoes too,
Yeah.
because they'll suck blood from something, and then
Triple
they'll have
E.
a bloodborne triple E malaria, whatever. That's why that. So yeah, that's
But
essentially a
we
fact.
don't have a lot of mosquito-borne diseases in the United
In the
States.
U.S.,
Why
no,
is that?
we've kind of eliminated them with vaccines.
Yeah, we did vaccines, and then I also think, did they do this yet? That they were breeding certain types of mosquitoes that like are incapable of carrying certain diseases.
I know someone. My friend's ex was working on that project.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also only a certain species of mosquito I think that's high risk. It's like a Anopheles something. It's like I think they don't have as much of it in the U.S. There's
She said that it was like she was like, oh yeah, there's like we're breeding a mosquito that can't bite.
yeah, I saw.
And
that.
I was like,
they can't. They can't
what?
Why would
That's
you
what
even
you
breed
do
that?
for work.
Why would you even do that? Feels like that's the beginning
it
of
is
the
crazy.
end type of
It's,
thing.
Yeah.
It is evil.
It's like,
I do think it's
yeah, they
actually
can't
insane.
bite, but we didn't think about the fact that they can now punch.
Yeah.
and then we have punching
We have
mosquitoes.
mantis mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're breaking your
Oh
arm
my
every
god,
time they
dude.
land on
That'd
you.
be so crazy. A mantis
Yeah.
skeeter,
That'd be
like a
scary.
mantis shrimp.
It has a super powerful
They-
punch,
strongly.
and it breaks your arm. And so instead of you being
That would
like,
hurt.
"Ow, a mosquito,"
How does it? I've watched a million mantis shrimp videos, and they always preface it with the science behind it, and I forget.
They-
Don't
it
they?
has
They
like a-
snap.
a
right?
Yeah,
pneumatic-
it has like it's like a thing that is like holding it back, and it builds up all the energy, and then it breaks past that.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like that.
So why is it so powerful if it's
'Cause
a fucking shrimp?
Strong.
because it's a very
Fast.
strong
That's how you
shrimp.
know God has a sense of humor.
Because it made
He
a
made a shrimp that can punch.
a funny blue circle. What is the
And
blue?
the funny blue circle.
What is the blue circle sticker of nature? What is something that you look at and you say, "God, that's funny"?
Probably the dodo
Proboscis
bird.
monkey.
The dodo bird has died.
Proboscis monkey.
The dodo
Proboscis
bird has
monkey.
passed away. The proboscis monkey is a funny blue, the
Proboscis.
Yeah.
funny blue sticker.
That's a funny blue sticker of a
Yeah.
monkey.
The proboscis monkey.
you can't even see the logo on it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
But who gave it that big nose, man? That was
Nature.
foolish.
Yeah.
That is. What is it? Is it good at smelling even?
No,
know what
I
the
think I
opposite-
think it's to impress mates. I believe.
What's the opposite of that is probably the shoebill stork.
That's the scary one.
That's the scariest bird
Yeah.
in the universe.
the
of
one
time.
that's always like looking at
Yeah.
right
yeah,
at the camera.
they're pretty
Uh-huh.
scary. Looking.
How are their gaze can always
Dude, have
find
you
a
heard the
camera.
sound? Have you heard the sound that they make?
they
Do it.
They,
Make it
they
for me.
roar.
I can't make it. I can Julio. Can you pull this up? Just look up shoebill stork sound. It's honestly,
Shoebill
it's
stork.
it's
They
terrifying.
make very scary noises.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people say maybe
is a
that's
bird
the
that
noise
I
that
would-
dinosaurs would have made.
Yeah.
'Cause
They're
just being
dinosaurs.
the
Meet the
closest.
shoebill stork, a bird that's truly one of a kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what
You hear
makes
that?
them stand out isn't just their uniqueness, it's their sheer size. These majestic
That click?
creatures can
Yeah.
reach a towering height
don't know
of
if that click-
1.2
That is, yeah.
meters, and their wingspans an impressive 2.4 meters. Yet, it's
Pretty
not
big.
just their
Yeah.
stature
They're huge.
that sets them apart. It's that jaw-dropping bill, shaped like a massive shoe that can
Can't
grow
see it,
up
by
to
the way.
a whopping 23 3 centimeters in length. It's not
Yeah.
just for
Yeah.
show. It's the ideal tool for their unique
They sound like
hunting
an
style.
AK-47.
Shoeville storks,
Yeah.
with these colossal bills, are masters of the waiting game, showcasing incredible patience.
Okay.
They can
All right.
stand stillly into the swamp.
Yeah, we don't, you know.
But yeah, they're a bird that sounds like a gun. I was looking at so many cool bird sounds. There's one that sounds like a full laser. It was awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's that one parrot that can mimic like anything and be super loud.
That
You can
used
hear it
to
from,
be
like a mile away.
the mimicking parrot. That used to be a similar style. You search that, you get a million amazing videos.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
yeah.
There's
but they
an
can mimic
amazing-
like car alarms and like all different
cool.
type
Yeah.
of sound.
There's
Not
this
just even
amazing
talkings.
video I saw the other day. It was really making me laugh. It was so good. It's a person who owned an African gray parrot
Yeah.
that did not like their dad.
Yeah.
And their dad had COPD and he was coughing all the time.
Uh-huh.
And the parrot would mock the dad. The
Like how?
guy would cough and then the parrot would go it would walk around the house
Making
just
fun of the
making
sick dad.
COPD coughs.
What is COPD?
I think it's like kind of like emphysema or something. It's like a
okay.
smoker's disease, and it was just like making fun of this guy who's dying. And we
Yeah.
watched it on stream, and people were like pointing out like after the dad dies of like COPD, that bird is gonna walk around the house just making coughing sounds. Just like,
Yeah, that
hey,
is pretty
remember
brutal.
your dead dad? Just constantly like
How come the parrots always they always are mimicking the cuss words?
oh, dude, because that's
Why are
It's
they
because
never
people
teach them that.
teach them that. But
you
it's
can teach
also-
them? I thought
yeah.
they just hear something and they
No,
go. They
no.
run
No,
with it.
no, they're very smart.
Yeah,
But it's also, I mean, that's what they do that because the owner goes up to them and goes, fuck, fuck, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
But also, it's like
Boner.
that's the closest thing to like a bird sound that we make is an expletive. I
Because
think.
you yell it and you
like
just
if you
kinda
you
shit.
accidentally hit like you stub your toe, you go fuck.
shit.
Not me.
No,
I go,
don't say-
Darn it!
come on.
great.
Seriously?
I would
seems
love a
that I've hurt my
sarcastic
foot.
parrot.
A sarcastic
Oh.
parrot.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, that parrot that's walking around like
definitely wants a cracker.
Well, that's not sarcastic.
Yeah,
that's
that's not very
exasperated.
exasperated
Oh
parrot.
God!
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
sarcasm.
that's what I meant. But a sarcastic parrot would be okay. Exasperated parrot would be funnier.
What is what's an example of a sarcastic sentence?
A sarcastic sentence that a parrot could say.
Yeah.
No,
So it means
I
yes.
don't know if that's sarcastic.
hate that. Do you? Hey, do you want a pistachio? I'd hate that.
Oh yeah, I'd hate to have a pistachio right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
but they wouldn't.
That's what I was at. Polly definitely want a cracker.
Can they really
Yeah.
do tone like that though? It kind of just gets. It kind of just turns into like crescendo
There's
as loud as they can.
There's a parrot. There's like it's not a parrot, but it's like a bird. I think a parakeet that I saw that can say, "Hey, baby," exactly in that tone.
That's cool.
They can get
Yeah.
some tone, I feel
Yeah.
like.
They
get
get
a little
tones
bit.
pretty good.
Hey,
That
baby.
the African
do
gray that I was showing you guys that goes, "Smarten up."
Yeah.
I love Smarten Up.
Smarten up is so
Smarten
good.
Up is a really funny thing
Yeah.
to teach a bird to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smarten up.
Smarten up is so awesome.
Where do you
He
think
points too. He goes, "Smarten up."
That's cool.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a finger though, so it's hardly
He
a
does.
point.
He has a wing.
He
No,
has a winger.
he's got the 3 feet.
talon.
And he does this. He does this
That's
with his
not a
talon.
talent. It's not a talent.
It's a claw.
Well,
It's
it does
their-
most,
no,
it's
it's
more
their-
like this.
it's
He
their
says smarten
wingtip.
up.
Oh, you're
He
done.
doesn't use the
you're talking
wingtip.
about their foot?
No,
that is their
this,
talon.
This
then.
bird that I'm
I thought he was
thinking
talking about the
No.
wing.
No,
You're
the-
right.
I've showed you the video
right.
before of Smarten Up where he picks up his foot and points and goes, "Smarten up."
I don't memorize what the bird does when he says smarten up.
Yeah, I do. I watched that video a million times.
I like when he says smarten up.
I
Though.
do
Yeah.
like when he says smarten up. That's a funny thing.
forget that bird's name. It's not Apollo. Apollo's the other one that
Apollo's the
say-
one that knows different materials.
Yeah, Apollo goes glass.
Yeah. Glass.
Yeah.
Who
Metal.
Who do you think? Who would you rather have a conversation with? The button dog or a talking parrot?
Parrot.
Parrot.
No love for button dog.
Button dog's
Button
fake.
dog. Button dog is being taught.
It's fake, and you
Yeah.
also can't have a conversation with it.
Yeah, huh? What do you want to do? Kiss mom outside.
It's not a conversation.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little bit of a conversation.
Not.
No.
It's not talking.
I could have a conversation with
No.
you guys from these buttons.
No.
Wait,
I wouldn't even entertain it.
I'm gonna pull up the dog buttons and let's try to have a conversation.
Do you have
They
the
have
dog buttons on your phone?
You think they have an app for dogs to use?
I'm just gonna
on the
see
phone?
dog conversation buttons. Let's see if I can get a list.
You could probably just get a conversation soundboard for like people who are
Dog
mute or something.
conversation buttons. Is there any?
Oh, speaking, have you seen that video of the nonverbal autistic kid who really loves Del Taco fries?
No.
He's sitting in the back of his car, and the fries are not free. His mom got him fries, but they're not from Del Taco. And he types Del Taco 100 times, and it's just him going, Del Taco, Del Taco, Del Taco, Del Taco.
All right, okay, have a conversation with me.
Okay.
So this is exactly why it's not a conversation.
Yeah, I know. How do we start this? Hello, Caleb.
No, don't
How-
start it. Well, he has to start it. He wants to
Okay,
talk to us. He
okay.
has to start it.
Well, you can't speak now. You have to hit the buttons.
Mom,
No, you have to hit the buttons.
but pretend I'm buttons.
I have to pretend you're buttons.
Pretend
now.
I'm buttons. Okay.
That throws the whole thing out the window because you're speaking.
Help Dad pee.
What?
Help Dad pee.
Who's dad?
Yeah, what?
Dad.
Which one of us is dad?
Dad.
Cameron's dad?
Mom.
I'm mom. I'm not mom.
Dad. Mom.
I'm not mom.
The
Mom,
dog wouldn't be
Dad.
looking around like this either.
Yeah.
The dad-
You're
the
using- you're
dog
really
can
trying-
look.
you're-
You can't speak.
It took
You
you
are-
one
you are a
round of
dog right
buttons
now.
to
Yeah.
break out of the entire convention
Yeah.
of the conversation. You can't even close your eyes. Okay, open them and look at your phone only.
See, now he's being a dog. He's listening to you.
Dad.
Sit.
Play.
Play dead.
I'm not.
You're the dog right now. Get on the ground and play dead.
Bed. Bed.
Roll over.
Bed.
Bed.
Bed. No.
Roll over.
Nobody asked you
No.
to go to bed.
Roll over.
No.
What color is your bed?
Toy. Dad. Shower. Mom.
You want to watch us shower together?
Dad. Shower. Mom. Yes. Good. Dad. Mom. Shower.
See, this is more of you telling us.
Yeah.
This is not a conversation.
See, this would work if it was buttons on the ground.
Dad. Ball. Mom. Water. Mom. Water. Dad. Ball. Yes. Mom. Touch. Dad. Water ball. Outside.
No, not outside.
See,
we do that
all this
inside.
stuff. All this stuff would be way better with just a parrot.
Good boy help mom love dad water ball.
No. I'd rather see a parrot than this dog.
This dog sucks.
Yeah, this is
Good
the
night,
worst
mom.
dog in the world.
Good night,
He's
mom.
the most annoying dog ever.
Yeah.
Good night, mom.
Just constantly just telling you things.
Good
Yeah.
boy want play dad.
Okay, that's a dog sentence.
Good
Yeah.
boy want play dad.
I don't-
Shower.
No.
Good boy want shower.
Oh, so the dog wants the dog
The
wants
dog
a
just
bath.
tells you what it wants.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah, the parrot tells you. The parrot just says random
The
stuff.
parrot is on your intellectual level.
Yeah. The parrot you can have a conversation with. It's like a baby.
The dog says, I want this, I want that, I
Yeah.
want Lick Dad's water ball.
Yeah.
Mom help
The dog,
dad.
you know it's a dog. The parrot, it's kind of like, this is like when I talk to a baby.
Yeah.
Mom.
And the dog is just pressing random buttons.
Yeah.
Good boy help dad pee ball.
No people.
No, we're not going to play P-ball again.
Pee ball good.
No,
No.
P-ball bad.
Good boy love pee ball.
It's okay if you love it, but it's
Yeah.
not good.
Good boy mad.
Not good boy if mad.
No.
Mad
Yes.
boy.
No.
Yes.
Good boy home.
Mad boy mental.
Good boy home.
Mad boy mental.
Mad boy
Is there a
mental.
mental button on there?
My boy mental.
Dad touch poo. Dad touch poo ball. Help good boy touch poo ball.
You don't need help with that.
No.
I
Good.
don't want you to do it, but you don't
Good.
need help if you're going to do it.
Good boy want poo. All right, this is not a good set of buttons.
No.
We need a different set. A different set of
If you
Another
can find,
set
if
of
you can
buttons
find a
set.
soundboard, maybe go to soundboard.org. That could work.
If you just find one for mute people, it's going to be the same stuff. Poo,
Yeah.
play, ball,
Ball. Good boy.
good boy.
Mom, dad.
Why do people do this, man? There's so many buttons. There's a lot of dogs that do this fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs. They
Well, the
make
trick,
one that's-
the trick
Look,
is
it looks like a
just to-
Settlers of Catan fucking
Yeah.
board,
The
man.
trick is, here's what it is. It's so clever. Just as long as you have no verbs or any intervening words, anything can make sense because it's
Yeah.
just nouns strung together.
I guess that's true.
You can pretend that the dog is actually understanding because you can. If the dog says play poo, you go no, I don't want to. You can't play with your poo.
Yeah.
Mom help dad come water.
Why does the dog have a button that says "come"?
Yeah.
Because it's like COME. Like
I know, but that's still not a command for the dog.
Mom
that's
help
what the
dad.
person says to the dog.
Mom
no, the
help
dog doesn't
dad.
say that to the person.
The dog says, "Come here. I have to show you something."
Dad happy ball.
My dog is not gonna. I'm not letting my dog tell me to come here.
Well, yeah. What if the dog has to show me that the other dog threw up?
That's for you.
That
That's
is
a button
exactly.
for you.
That's what I'm saying. That's a
Yeah.
boundary that I'm not willing to cross. I'm not
Yeah.
letting my dog tell me to come over there.
That's
Look
true.
at this conversation this lady's having with her dog.
Yeah, that's the dog lady. That's the specific dog. Of course,
Yeah.
that dog is from
It's a sheepadoodle.
Seattle, or it's Tacoma. It said
I don't know. I didn't read it.
that is some PNW shit. Teaching your
Facts.
dog how to push buttons.
Facts.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't.
try that shit in New York.
Yep. We'll fucking
Yeah.
cut your dog's head
Yeah,
off.
we'll fucking cut your dog's head off, turn your dog into a wall mount.
Yeah.
Fuck your fucking dog.
Yeah,
And but only the body. We're gonna mount your
Yeah.
dog with no head.
yeah,
Whoa, this one has so much shit on it.
yeah. Is this the French bulldog one?
No.
Oh, there's a French bulldog. That's
Stranger-
The buttons are funny.
Squirrel. What does that say?
See, he
Concerned.
doesn't need squirrel.
No,
He doesn't need
he
squirrel.
would tell me that all the time. He would say, "I want to eat a squirrel."
There's no reason.
It would just go.
That's
"Eat
what it is
squirrel."
too. Is that he would say squirrel, and you would think, and you'd look around, you'd see whether there was a squirrel outside. If there is, you'd be
yeah.
like, "Oh my god!" And if there wasn't, you'd be, "Oh, he's just a dog. He's thinking about
Yeah.
squirrels."
This is
Exactly.
fucking bullshit. This one has as one of the buttons.
Yeah. No, this
The
dog.
dog never has to say.
I fucking hate the buttons for the dog. I
Yeah.
do.
Button
hate
for
them.
the dog
it's
is
so
wrong.
it's so fucked up. It's
Yeah.
so stupid.
I-
What the hell?
Flinger.
What, man? I'm not flinging.
What did
spilling.
you
Well, that's
fling?
technically a spill.
I didn't fling fucking shit.
What
You
was
flinged
it,
you
man?
flinged the pleather off the chair.
You flinged, man.
Did I?
Yeah.
Dude,
Exhibit A.
we don't need it. It doesn't need. It's a one exhibit. We don't need them to
So
be.
it's A.
Or that's B actually because the spill was Exhibit A.
But what case are you building against me?
That you're the spiller.
Okay, but I'm spilling leather now,
You're spilling
You
leather.
flung.
so that's a
You're
fling.
the
If you had
flinger.
Legos in a cup and you tip the cup over, what would that be?
That would be a spill.
That'd be a spill, but that
Yeah.
was not.
That was a fling.
That's
That
just
was
because
a
that's in a
fling.
cup. If you knock Legos
Spills
over,
are not-
that's
spills
not
are not-
spilling.
Yeah, it is.
If you knock over a Lego set and the Legos go everywhere, you did not spill the
It
Legos.
would be if
did
it was
spill the
you who
Legos.
did it.
Yeah.
If it was me who did it, anything I do is a spill.
Knocking
is
over,
possible.
yeah. I mean, yes.
So if I knock over,
yes.
it's a spill always.
Yeah.
What if I fall?
Yeah.
Did I spill
That-
myself?
That is. It'd
That's-
take a
you took
nasty
a spill,
spill.
yeah.
That's what people say.
Fucking God.
Mm-hmm.
If
Fucking
I,
God.
Fuck it with my buttons.
Yeah. Two
Fucking
buttons that
God.
say
We should
fuck
just do an
God.
episode where I get the dog buttons.
Yeah.
We just did.
No, but we
No, we
literally
actually
get the
should get the
huge.
buttons,
I have
yeah.
a 360 desk.
I
Yeah.
bet
with
you know
all the
what
buttons.
you bought these buttons for Phil. You're realizing they're not working. You're trying to find a way to write them off.
Yeah.
Phil
I've
just-
been interested in the
boner,
buttons.
boner, 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 boner. Dad, come, boner. Dad, look, boner. Dad, pet boner.
No, Phil.
Ooh, ooh,
No.
ooh, ooh.
I wouldn't put ooh
Six
on
Yes,
different
oh, yeah.
oohs.
I would,
Booyah.
booyah. Booyah.
Me see squirrel. Booyah.
Boner. Booyah.
That's all the dog would do.
Yeah.
You would
Booyah.
wake up
Boner.
every day. You'd
Booyah.
wake up to boner, booyah, boner, booyah, booyah, boner, boner, booyah, water, water,
Water, water.
boner,
Food.
water, boner,
Food.
water,
Food.
booyah,
Booyah.
boner,
Jerky.
food.
Jerky boner.
No, that's gross.
You know, I think you know how there's that Far Side about how the with the dog translator, they're all just saying
Yeah.
"hey." I think they are actually all just saying "booyah."
Yeah.
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah.
booyah,
Booyah.
booyah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, booyah.
Booyah.
God, that's
gonna
that's-
be. I'm that when I have a
that's my
child, that
favorite
will
Far
be
Side.
the first word I teach them.
Yeah. Booyah.
Boo- Imagine having a little baby and say "booyah."
I actually have that Far
Booyah.
Side framed. I just
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
That's the best
good
one.
Far
That is
Side.
a really good one. It's a kind of a legendary one.
Yeah.
It
But
is the
my
funniest
favorite Far
one.
Sides are always the island ones.
Yeah.
The island
just
ones
love
are pretty good.
think-
Anything on the island, anything with a standing up cow,
I think
those are my favorite
that
ones.
is the dog one for me, the dog one, and then the werewolf.
The werewolf
Gun
is a
salesman.
classic. Yeah.
I also like anytime there's an animal couple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Love that. That's an amazing one.
I have on my camera roll. I have a bunch of my favorites saved in.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I should do that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
one
have
of the
A
best ones.
folder
That
on
was
your
one
phone.
of
My Far Side folder.
the yeah.
That's a good idea.
Do you have to put
That's
in
what
your
I
PIN
have.
code to unlock it?
Oh yeah.
Sick.
'Cause there are some raunchy
You got the
ones.
racy Far Side ones?
Well, there's one that's really good. That's from when I was the one that after the Far Side was. It's like from the last few years, and he was doing like digital painting on his website.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like one where he's like, it's like a digital painting exercise that he was doing, and it's like, start out by like drawing a countryside and like add a tinge of color. Now paint a lonely little house, and it's like all these instructions, and then it was like, now add something else. Like the last thing was like, add something interesting, and it just like shows his painting, and it's like a countryside with a house, and there's just a big pterodactyl taking a shit on the house.
Gary Larson is so
He's
amazing.
the literal goat.
Such
man.
a shame that he never got to make a movie.
I know.
Yeah. He wrote some non Far Side picture book
Yeah.
Oh, really?
called "There's a Worm in My Dirt" or "There's a Hair in My Dirt."
Is it a kid's
He
thing?
would have.
Yeah, it was for kids. I
Imagine
believe.
him making a Naked Gun style movie.
No, he would be amazing at
That'd
that.
be so amazing.
He'd be great at
They
everything
should just
he ever
make
did.
the Wallace and Gromit guys should have made a Far Side movie.
That would have been great.
Did you guys see the new Wallace and Gromit movie?
No, I heard it was mid.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I
Really?
rewatched.
Vengeance Most Foul.
I rewatched The Wrong Guy.
Wrong guy's fire.
What's the wrong, guy? again?
It's free on YouTube.
You should watch the Wrong Guy.
Dave
man.
Foley, Jennifer
haven't seen
Tilly,
It's
the
so
dad from
good.
Freaks and Geeks. I forget his name. Joe something. It's about a guy
Okay.
who witnesses a murder at work, and then he gets the blood all over him, and he runs out, and he thinks that he's on the lam, but he is not.
Yeah, he assumes that the police are looking for him for the murder, but
Yeah.
the police instantly know that it's not him. They like watch the security footage and they're like, "Oh, so there's the killer. This guy, I guess, ran away for no reason."
Yeah.
And so he
The
spends the
whole
whole movie
movie.
on the
Oh,
run,
that's
and
funny.
he
Yeah.
thinks they're looking for him.
What's the Bill Murray movie that's kind of like that?
The Man Who Knew Too Little.
That one.
Yeah.
That's.
I guess these are
Is that movie good?
similar. I've never seen that one.
I saw it
know
when I
the
was
title.
a kid a bunch, and then I don't
Yeah.
remember a single thing about it.
The Wrong Guy I saw in the middle of the day on FX when I was a kid, and I was like,
Mind blower.
yeah, Dave Foley.
Dave Foley.
David
the legend.
motherfucking Foley.
What is he
Dave
look
Foley, if you want to hang out with 3 guys at a sketch comedy show, or 6 guys, we will write a sketch for you.
Dude, I was watching The Last of Us last night, and I looked up Pedro Pascal Young. Look at how weird he was looking when he was younger.
Oh,
He
yeah.
looks cool.
Looks crazy, man.
He looks like a cool alien.
He really aged in a good way,
Yeah,
because this was an interesting
He
look.
looks like a Minecraft cow.
yeah. He does look like Minecraft Steve.
No, he does look like the cow.
He
Yeah.
looks specifically like the cow.
He should have
Yeah.
played the cows in the movie. Yeah.
Now he's got kind of a bigger.
Better with
more-
age.
Now he turned to the Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have played
Streets is saying
Steve.
he's a gay guy.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because of
Everyone
his
has been
homosexual
saying
behavior.
that.
What is gay about him?
He does not have a girlfriend, and
not
he
that
loves
gay.
to go to gay
And he
events.
hangs out with women.
Yeah.
Is that gay?
Yeah.
It's pretty gay to hang out
Wait,
with
he goes to
women.
gay events. Sorry, you both said something. What kind of gay events did he go to?
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Butt-a-thon.
It's just one of those things that everyone says on
The
Twitter.
fuck is butt-a-thon?
Well, I know you're not gay if you haven't heard of
Yeah.
Buttathon.
No,
You
I'm-
ain't gay unless you heard
I'm-
of butt-a-thon.
I'm gay and I've heard of butt-a-thon.
Okay.
You're probably thinking of Butterthon
Yeah.
for straight guys who like butter.
Yeah.
That's probably what you have heard of.
I'd go to butter-thon.
Like gay guys
I'd
like
go
me
to
and Pat
both.
went to Buttathon.
They probably have amazing music at Butt-a-thon.
Lately, I've been hating the feeling of butter on my hand.
Yeah.
Really?
You know what it makes me think? I just had this thought in my head one time, and it ruined butter for me forever.
Okay.
That when I got a piece of cold butter on my hand when I was cutting a slice of butter, I was like, this is probably what it feels like to have cold poop on your hand. And it literally now, whenever I am cutting butter or you working with butter on my butter sculptures,
Yeah.
I just get a shiver down my spine.
Yeah.
I don't think.
It literally ruined butter for me.
I think
Just
that
a stray thought.
poop has probably a lot less fat in it than butter does. I feel like it would feel
Yeah.
different. If that puts you at ease at all.
My poop would probably feel like
I don't know, but can't you imagine like
wet
it's
pudding.
because it's so it's cold enough that it has a different texture than you'd expect poop to have.
Yeah.
It's a little harder, and then it starts to melt just the tiniest bit.
Yeah.
and it
your
gets
body
squishy.
heat is
Yeah.
melting the poop.
Is there
Yeah.
okay?
That's fair.
Can
really-
can we look up one more thing? Maybe look up ask an expert what does poop feel like in your hand? Because I've never picked up a
Need
poop.
to ask an expert for that.
I've never picked up poop with my bare hand.
what is the field of the expert that you're asking?
A coprophile.
Grabologist.
Poop holder
Or a grabologist.
A grabologist.
Yeah.
professional poop holder.
Yeah.
Well, that's just part of
A
what he's done.
Wired.com.
It's
Poop
like-
expert. Poop expert
expert
asks all questions
You
that
know
you want
that
to know about
thing?
poop.
You know that department that's like there was like a fucking Veritasium video about this shit or something. That's like some part of DARPA or some shit where they have a big building that is like the reference for every single object that
Really?
Yeah, so it's like they have reference peanut butter and reference this and that.
Oh,
not every single
yeah,
object,
yeah,
but
What do you
yeah.
mean by reference?
like the standard basically, where like every
Okay.
so like nutritional values.
That's
and
where they
stuff
keep the
are held.
kilogram.
It's,
Okay.
it's stuff like
Yeah.
that. They just have a bunch of shit like
I
that.
saw
Not
a
everything,
Neil
obviously, but a lot of stuff.
Patrick Tyson video about that.
Yeah, and they have like this big warehouse with all this shit. But there
Neil
has to be
Patrick
somebody who has measured what it feels like for what everything feels like.
There are people
In a
who
similar
have
way.
held
A
poop.
normal poop when touched would feel soft to firm like toothpaste or a slightly firm sausage.
I mean, that makes sense to me. I didn't need to ask an expert for that. I feel like.
No,
You know,
I wanted
I
to
would
see
say
if there
there's
was
a-
a video of a poop expert talking
I
about
would
it.
say-
Click short videos.
No, thank you.
Toothpaste and sausages are worlds apart. In
They
my
are.
brain.
They are worlds
But
apart.
those are both. I mean, I think you can tell by looking at the poop which it's gonna feel like when
Yeah.
you pick it
Yeah,
up.
that's true.
I think that's. I mean, I haven't held it, so maybe there's some strange surprise
I've held it
awaiting
in
for
a
me.
bag plenty of times.
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Yeah,
I have
no, I'm
to.
talking
So-
about bare hand.
Oh yeah, it can't be. It can't be that surprising.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
It probably looks like how it would
Touching
feel.
poop in a bag is like if you had like haptic feedback on VR.
You know, I'm thinking. Sorry, this is a disgusting thing to say, but last night, me and my wife, is our anniversary. We went to Peter.
You guys held
held-
poop
yeah, you
No.
guys held
We went to
poop in a
Peter
bag.
Luger, and then the steak was okay, and then they give you the bone afterwards.
Yeah.
And I gave some of the stuff from the bone to my dog, and she said, "If the dog has diarrhea, you have to eat the diarrhea." And I said yes to it. So pray for me that my dog does not have diarrhea today.
He's gonna have
Yeah.
diarrhea.
I really hope he doesn't, because she was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm so confident that he's not gonna have diarrhea that I'll fucking eat the diarrhea." She was like, "Okay."
Text her right now and ask, does the dog have diarrhea? Does Phil have diarrhea?
She doesn't know.
You don't know that she doesn't know.
She's at
she
work.
could.
She's at
oh,
work.
right.
Text the dog.
Text Phil.
Ask
Wait,
him
I
to
can
use
go
the
on.
buttons.
I can go on my Google Home.
Yeah.
See if he's left a diarrhea.
Do you
snail
have
trail.
one of these fucking
Can you
dog
talk
at
to him?
nanny cams for your dog?
Yeah,
Can you pull up a video of Phil? Can we yell at him?
yeah. He's listening to NPR right now.
Oh, that's cute.
Hit the microphone and just say Phil.
Hey Phil. Hey Phil.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't give a fuck about me.
He hates
Hey
you.
Phil, man.
Okay, now do the voice you actually talk to him in. Come on.
Hey Phil.
He just looked up.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Dude, it's really funny watching him on the couch.
That's all he does all day, man. He's lazy as fuck. Look, every once in a while he'll like walk over or move his head, and for some reason it thinks I want to see him move his head. Oh, he was on that side of the couch.
Okay, he moves sides.
I mean, it's the worst $60 I ever spent in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Plus,
look
yeah,
at
now
this.
it's like Google just can look at your house whenever.
Yeah, there's not that much interesting stuff.
Yeah, I
in there,
know.
What I get worried about is that maybe my wife sees that if I'm like alone at home on a Saturday or something,
Yeah.
that it's just such a mess until 10 minutes before she gets home.
Yeah.
And I don't get to be like, oh yeah, what I do today? Well, I cleaned.
I think
Yeah.
I had a camera feeder for my old cats,
Mm-hmm.
and you could just see there was just like they were so weird about food. Like they had like, what's the word? Something mentality.
Food mentality.
Food mentality. Thank you.
Food mentality.
They had food. No, they had like
They
it was
had
like
food
it was a timed feeder that had a camera, and every time that like the timer would go off, it was just a video of them running over to the feeder. And just
Yeah.
like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how late it's getting.
Yup. So we will be in Boston on May 23rd
Yep.
at the Crystal Ballroom in Somerville. And we will be, if you went to our live show last night, then you know about the accident that happened to Brace Belden. We were not involved at all.
No, we weren't even at the
It was
live show.
actually
Yeah.
the work of sloppy stagehands
Yes.
who decided
Our
that
roadies.
our roadies, quote unquote, that decided
Our Crodies.
our Crodies,
Crodies, well, yeah.
quoties, our
Yeah.
quoties. They say our quotes to us. They decided that one of the stage lights needed to be really loose, and that is what fell on him.
And he got electrocuted like this.
And we saw
when
his
it landed
bones.
on his
And
head.
his bones were not human.
His
Yeah.
bone. We saw in that moment that he just had one bone, like a big pill in the middle of
Yeah.
his body.
Yeah.
The rest of him is just kind of
Gelatin
like to say,
powered.
yeah. It's basically the rest of him is basically an earlobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just kind of there.
So this is Podcast About List signing off.
Good night.
Goodbye.
You just have a conversation.
Hey, man. Nice to meet you. Are you here for?
Shut up! Shut up, you bastard!
No, you're Patrick.
You're you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You don't act like that.
You are a fucking.
No, you
piece of
like this
shit.
type
Why,
of guys.
wait, you're in
You're a
line with. Why are
swine.
you in this line then? If
I'm
you're-
here to assassinate Kanye.
You're here. Okay, well, I have to. I mean, that's horrible. I have
I
to
have a
call
gun
the-
in my bag.
All right. Well, there's a security checkpoint. They're
Yeah,
gonna find the gun.
and I'm gonna shoot the security guard. and
Okay,
then I'm
then
gonna
what?
take out a lot of people with me.
Okay. Are you gonna save
You're
me?
coming too.
Coming to with you, or I'm
You're
going
coming
to
with
die?
me when I blow up this vest.
Okay, so he has a vest too.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else I need to know about? 'Cause
Dynamite.
I'm just okay. You made dynamite for your bomb vest?
Yeah, and I'm gonna light it from
All
the
right.
back. I'm gonna light it. The wick is
From the
going
back?
up.
Okay,
my,
I'm seeing that the wick starts in
goes
that one part
around,
of your
and then
back
it
you can't
comes
reach,
up,
though.
Comes up my spine, and I'm gonna light it right here and run into the building.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave then.
So
Good luck.
Congratulations. You just
Good
saved
luck.
the
I've
life
locked
of
the
the
door.
most.
We're in
the
line
most
outside.
prolific Nazi in the entire United
Yeah,
States.
I'm gonna go leave that, and all you've done is reinforce my idea of people who aren't Nazis,
I thought I won
and
that
now
one.
I'll become even more radical.
It's like time travel. You can't change the.
you can't change anything.